Passage 3, Penn's Woods. Raven didn't even take a moment before grabbing his flintlock rifle and hatchet. He's all ready for what needs to be done. Wolf, however, hesitantly stops him. "How will I know your mission was a success?" he asks the Raven. Raven simply looks at him and says, "The flag I took. Raise it every sunrise when you arrive at the river by Wright's Ferry. If you don't hear my musket fire within 10 minutes of raising the flag each morning, then they have not been diverted. If after 2 weeks of no response, assume I failed and head back for Lancaster." The wolf asks why the enemy flag is to be raised. That is when the Raven instructs him that if more scouts are in the area, then it is a dangerous prospect to raise our battle flag. The Coats are not from this land. If they see their flag, they won't investigate. They will assume you to be nothing more than a loyalist. They won't come to check the colors of sleeves. What I need you to do is hide in plain sight." And with that, the Raven takes flight, not into the cold night, but for once in his life into the brilliant sunshine. The door to the house that held the Raven now stands wide open with his figure in the way. And at that point, even under the bright sun, the camp feels cold. The men who had been prepping for the current day's activities take notice of the chilled wind. They turn their heads to the manor, if it can even be called such. And they see a soldier they have never seen before. The men get goosebumps. It's as if in their heads they can hear the call of various songbirds as he begins to walk by. He's not that tall nor all that buff or robust, almost comically slim and slender. Yet as he walks, the men feel the weight, they feel the gravity of the likes they have never felt before. And those who got close enough to look in his eyes as he passed, oh, those men swore they saw the devil in those eyes. And they would have never guessed the devil was but a mere man, a mere mortal. But that was the Raven, all right. He was a devil. And that was when the men at camp knew, oh, they knew who the soldier was. And they begin to back away in fear as he walks by. The few hundred men who are trained to take on cannon fire and musket rounds, oh, they all feared the Raven. "It's him," they whisper aloud. But the bird still cares not. Just as fast as he walked out of the building and into the camp, he was gone like a whisper to the wind, not even bothering to mount on horseback. No, all there was the sound of feet hitting the trunks and bark of trees, and in an instant the sound was gone, the Raven was gone. The commander steps out of the house and breaks the ice. "Men, gather round," he shouts aloud. The men do not like this. The flag, the letter, the Raven. They all feel the world pressing down. The men walk toward the man known as Wolf, almost in the sense of what feels akin to delirium. And that's when Wolf lays it all out. "I was wrong, men. This letter in my hand states that the city of Philadelphia has fallen, and that we at this moment are the new ones, the new capital. In a week, General Washington will be present with his detachment. We will be as strong as 3,000. Our orders were to hold ground. But I have my own orders. I need no more than 20 men to stay at camp with the women and children. Your task is to redirect Washington to our new location at Wrights Ferry, a small boat launch and village no less than 15 miles from the current camp. The 20 men and Washington will join us in no less than 2 weeks. Raven has been tasked. No. He has chosen to risk his life in an attempt to divert the British away from Lancaster to Wrights Ferry, where we will use the river to hold them off. It's a short window to be ready, but if we are ready, no matter how many thousands of lobster backs are put in our way, we will hold them off. I won't lie to you, men. There's a chance the Raven might not return. There's a cancer we will have to turn tail and come back home. But we will not let our new nation be our new capital, no matter how temporary both might be. Die out to the hands of empire does not even see us as equals. I have many men of many different creeds under my command here today. Among you few hundred, I have commanded people of all walks of life from all different areas of the world, all in the hope that we will one day be free. I can't promise freedom or equal rights today or even tomorrow, but if we fight for today, then there will be a chance for our children to sit in class as equals, a chance that men and women will fight side by side as warriors, a hope that all will hold the weapons for their shared revolutions. A chance that we might see a nation that rivals and outlasts even the British crown. Men, are you with me? The men snapped their heads to look at one another, their hearts pounding in sync. But whatever fear that Commander Wolfe might have had has gone away when his men begin to shout for the budding rose of a new nation. We will fight.